Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing another book review, and this is a book review on the book Carrie by Stephen King. So I'm going to go through the short synopsis and then go from there. So a modern classic, Carrie introduced a distinctive new voice in American fiction. Stephen King, the story of misunderstood high school girl Carrie White, her extraordinary telekinetic powers, and her violent rampage of revenge remains one of the most barrier-breaking and shocking novels of all time. Make a date with terror and live the nightmare that is Carrie. So, to start off, I guess, again, I ended up comparing this book to the movie as I've seen it. Now, in comparison, I have to say that okay, so to start off things right off the bat, like I said, I'll more than likely be comparing this to the movie. So this is going to be a book to movie comparison and vice versa. So I've seen the movie. I watched it for the first time as a kid. In fact, I watched a lot of quote unquote horror movies as a kid, probably younger than you're supposed to, but I have nonetheless. So I have finally read the book, and I have to say that I think I prefer. I don't know. I'm sort of in the middle. Like, I enjoyed the movie and I enjoyed the book, but I'm not really sure which one I prefer, to be honest. I think they were both good in their own way. I think in direct comparison that the movie really downplayed a lot of details. So for those of you who haven't read this before or have never seen the movie, basically it follows a girl who has unique abilities, telekinetic powers, so to speak, and her mom is a religious nut to the extreme. It's everything is black and white. There is absolutely no gray. She believes that basically by the end of it, her daughter is evil, and it doesn't seem to matter what Carrie does or doesn't do. Everything is dictated by the Bible, and I'm not here to criticize whether that's right or wrong. But from my perspective, not an environment I see very rewarding. It's not one that I would see a child benefiting from a lot of growth. I think the mom suffered from a lot of other issues that went undiagnosed or undiscovered. But getting back to the story itself, she grows up with a very interesting mom and a very interesting set of rules. And as she's growing up, she discovers she has these abilities. And in the book, it explains that she knew about these abilities when she was little, and she slowly starts manifesting them. And her mom tries to, I guess, I don't know if you want to say hide them, but she tries to basically drown the girl in religion, hoping that maybe God will take it away from her or something. I don't know. In the movie, they don't really go into her past or anything as a kid. She starts right out as a teenager, and there's really no information on her background or her history. So, and I have to say the same thing in regards to her mom. In the movie, everything is cut and dry. This is who she is. This is what she is, and take it or leave it. Whereas in the book, they really show way more about how the mom is and who the mom is. And I say in comparison to the movie, they really, really downplayed the mom. Now, from a horror perspective, I'll be honest, I didn't find the book scary at all. Not even thrilling, not whatsoever. If I were to, again, compare movie to book, I'd actually say that the prom scene was scarier in the movie only because it put a visual aid to the type of powers that were done or used, and the effects that they used to portray the point. So, I mean, from that perspective, it's a little scarier, but honestly, from the grand scheme of things, I don't find it very scary at all. In fact, I found the book more fascinating than scary, um, just because I dive more into the why and how everything works. And when it comes to characters, I kind of feel the same way about the movie as I did about the book. I basically have very little sympathy for the kids in the high school. I mean, I'm gonna say flat out, they didn't need to die. I think that was a little bit of an overkill, but in this case, literally. But I have no sympathy for those kids. I mean, Carrie, she lashed out because she was bullied, and if you want to drive this or bring this back down to a basis of bullying, every bully has their own story. I can't think of their name at the moment, but the two that caused chaos at the prom itself, what triggered the entire event, with her, the pig's blood being dropped over her head, the people that orchestrated that, um, they have their own stories and their own backgrounds and their own abuse that they've had to deal with and overcome, but that doesn't necessarily give them a flying pass as to why they went to the extreme that they did. I don't know, in terms of the actual storyline, I think I prefer the book to the movie only because they explain more. It didn't just start and stop at the school. Basically, by the time she reached her house and kept going, the entire town was in flames, and you'd never know that based on the movie. So, I don't know, I'd give it probably a 3 out of 4 for an overall story. From a scary perspective, none whatsoever. It's not even on any kind of a scale at all. So, yeah, for those of you who have read this, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I greatly appreciate you listening in. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for checking this out, and I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing another book review. This is another book that I have